This is the second part of what's in a bricklayer's bucket. We're going to talk about the equipment more than the tools today. So the first thing, I suppose, you've got to call the bucket part of the equipment. So a nice sturdy bucket, it's no good buying a cheap one, won't last any time. Let's go on a few of the other things. Right, tapes. Got a long tape there for setting out, 30 metre tape. Got a 5 metre tape. Don't normally bother with the 8 metre ones, they're a bit bulky on your belt. I've actually marked this one up, makes it a lot easier to spot the gauge. I even went to the trouble of turning the clip round 90 degrees so that you could actually, if you're doing short measurements all the time, you can just put it on your belt or on your pocket and it's facing the right way. That's just something I did. What else we've got? Right, gloves. They're the type of gloves I use. As you can see, normally I only use the left hand one, for the brick hand. I've got another pair there. Brushes. So, got a decent wire brush there with a scraper. Good for cleaning your trowel off the next day, although you should clean it the night before, obviously. A nice, I say nice, getting a bit ragged now, a bit old, horsehair brush. Nice and soft, you can actually brush the work off at the end of the day that you've just done. If it's been raining or the bricks are a bit wet, the joints are still wet, won't leave any brush marks. So you can pick one of those up on eBay for probably 20 quid. I quite often use a Sharpie, they're clearer to mark, you can see the marks when you're gauging up a profile instead of a pencil. There are my replacement barrels for the barrel jointer. That one you probably use in the corners. That one you probably wouldn't use that at all anywhere, but I've got them just as spares. Right, like I said in the other video, I'm not that up on all these new gizmos and that. They're my 2 old clamps. They look a bit rusty. But as you can see, when you buy the clamps, they normally come down like that. I normally cut that bit out straight away and that'll go in the joint a lot easier. So I've got a couple of them. Right, Dutch pins. Great tools for setting up profiles on internal corners. So long as you know how to bang them in, they need to be banged in at a slight angle to catch. So they're worth having. You'll notice I haven't got a lot of each, but if you're working in a gang, the other guys should have the stuff as well, so that's probably why. Always carry a few nails, they're always handy. So now we'll get on to the lines. I've already got those 2 set up with a couple of corner blocks. Always used to be footprint pins, the strongest. I actually think, yeah, these are ox, but they're just as good. I'll have a closer look at an ox block. I reckon they're great. They've got that grip there and they go in at a little bit of an angle, and also that bit there, when you put it on the profile, it won't cover your gauge marks up. So I rate them. They're sort of a rubber, a lot better than the old traditional Marshalltown ones. But having said that, I've still got one. But you'll notice there, I've actually cut it down so it's a similar size. When you put it on the block, that bit doesn't cover the gauge marks up. So, and I've got some spare line there, nice fluorescent colour, I can see it. And what we've got here, last thing, a couple of plasters found in the bottom of the bucket. So like I said, that's more the equipment that we use as opposed to the tools, which was in the first video. Right, I hope that was informative, and I'll see you soon, guys.